So listen, what obviously one of the first times that you guys have actually been over here and play overseas. What was the impression that from some of the guys who had never been to a place like Prague before?
Okay, well, we came over for the International Cup last year, so we did have that experience, and most of the team is back, and I think we learned off that. The guys got to see the city. We got to take care of. We planned our hotel and some things like that a little closer between the two ball fields, so we can have less off-field stuff to worry about and just worry about being on the field.
So would you say then that pretty much a bit of an advantage then for you guys as far as getting acclimatized and accustomed to what's going on, having come last year?
Yeah, absolutely. Over some of the teams who didn't come, obviously there were 5 or 6 other teams here, and there's teams who've traveled here and played here more than we have. But I think it works well for us, and we're pretty happy with where we are, our preparation leading up to this event. So.
Now, preparation-wise, you guys had a chance to play some earlier games. I don't think you've played many games over here yet, right, as far as exhibition goes. You guys are just ready to go pretty much?
Well, we're playing right now. We're playing 2 games today. We're playing against Argentina right now while we're here, and then we're going to play another scrimmage against Mexico. But we just came off a weekend in Pennsylvania played 5 games there. We played it the week before in Kimberly. So we've got a lot of games under our belt, so we're feeling pretty good. We're feeling ready for this early in the season for what the guys are used to at club ball anyway. So.
Excellent. Last question for you. When you talk about expectations, Coach, because we always go into these events, right? And Flanagan's always on me about USA, and I almost can't. Tell me what realistically, what are your guys' expectations? What would you like to see or where? I mean, we'd all want to finish on top, right. But realistically speaking, where would you be happy finishing as as a minimum?
Well, I mean, it's a tough question because if you don't expect to finish in the top, you'll never be there. I mean, you don't just Tom Brady doesn't show up at the Super Bowl and say, hey, how did I win? I don't know. So yeah, no, our goal is to win. It's to win every time you take the field. Realistically, we know the competition's tough, and there's some teams ranked higher than us in our pool, and we know we're a strange team in that we can play with anybody. We know we've beaten every team here, and we've lost to some teams that you'd be surprised. So we need to be on top of our game and concentrate and focus and leave out all the outside distractions between the lines, and we know we can play with anybody and beat anybody. But yeah, it's tough to line up and beat all those teams in a row, but that's what we're here to do, and that's what we have to try to do, and that has to be our goal.